Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory Years. We're back on good old Satisfactory, going to be continuing where we left off last time. But first, you know what time it is. We've got to talk about Boosteroid. And before we even do that, I will make mention that there is a link down in the description below that should you wish to purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, that link will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you because you do help the channel. Alright, let's go. Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets, all the way up to some smart televisions, and including desktops and laptops. It doesn't matter. Any of the devices that they support, you can use Boosteroid to play those PC games, and you don't have to worry about your hardware and having, amazing hardware for gaming and stuff like that. You just let Boosteroid worry about that instead, connecting to one of their very good gaming PCs and stuff like that. And this can be either done through one of the various applications that they provide for your current device that you're trying to use, or you can go through the browser with some devices, such as desktops and laptops. It's very easy to do. You just go and sign up or sign in to Boosteroid onto your account, and you find the game you want to play, and you just click play. It is easy and as simple as that. Now, internet connection is very, very important when it comes to Boosteroid, or to any gaming service out there. You need a very good internet connection in order to use this type of service, because you're not only receiving information, the stream of the game that you're playing, you're also sending information out. This is your inputs. So when you're inputting whatever device you're using, you're inputting those controls into the game. Those are being sent to a gaming PC, and then the results of those inputs are then being streamed back to you of the game and the results of your inputs within a matter of milliseconds. So internet connection is very, very important when it comes to speed. They recommend 25 megabits of download speed, and less than 20 milliseconds of latency. So latency is not as important unless you're playing competitive multiplayer. So if you're doing anything that happens to be competitive multiplayer, such as games, such as the games you see here. Some of them like World of Tanks and whatnot, where, pretty much every second counts. You want that millisecond to be as low as possible, but if you're playing single player or co-op games, online co-op or whatnot, that's not really as important, of course. I usually run about 80 milliseconds is what mine, or about 60 to 80 milliseconds, depending on the day, of course. But yeah, it's not as important because, you're not going to have, you won't really notice it even then, like 50, 60 milliseconds, you're not going to notice any input lag or anything like that. It's when you get up into the 80s and 90s and even hundreds is where you might start to notice a little bit of, mishap going on. But it is one of them things. So yeah, like I said, internet connection is very, very important, but if you just don't have the milliseconds to play or to be under the 20 millisecond mark, that's okay, just as long as you have over the 25 gigabytes of download speed. But the higher the better, of course, and the more smooth your experience is going to be while using the Boosteroid platform. Boosteroid also supports many, many games. As you can see here, you can sit here and scroll forever. Now I'm using Opera GX in order to run my Boosteroid. Just using a browser is just so much easier for me. I do have a gaming PC, but it is nice to not have to use the hardware, considering my hardware is very old and very out of date. So it's nice to be able to do that. Yeah, you've got tons of games available and whatnot. As you're scrolling through these games, like I said, no installation is required onto your device, so you don't have to worry about storage space either. Like I said, the only thing you got to worry about is internet connection. But as you're scrolling through these games, you're going to notice a few different things. So there's a few different things, like you're going to notice there's like the Steam icon and the Epic Games icon. That basically just means that this is the Steam version of this game, this is the Epic version of this game, and whatnot. So that's just on those stores, Steam and Epic being the big ones. And if you notice any other icons, those are mostly on the free games and stuff like that. You'll just notice the icon for the developer usually, if it doesn't have a platform like Steam or Epic. And you might even start noticing these newer ones, which is the Xbox logo and stuff like that. They did a deal with Microsoft, and they're adding games from the Xbox stuff. So really awesome, really cool stuff going on. You're going to notice a few different other things too, like I mentioned, the free underneath the free one, and then you got the license required here. So with any of these games, if it says free, if it doesn't matter if it says free or if it says license required, you do got to have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play those games. And you're probably wondering why, and this is just because you're still using their servers and their computer, their hardware, in order to play that game, no matter if it's free or not. So that is why. Because you're still having to access that computer in order to play that, because these are all PC games for the most part. So, but the license required, basically all that means is that you need to own the game in order to play it. So I like to use SnowRunner as an example. So if you're searching for a very specific game, you can scroll through the list, or you can search up here. I like to use SnowRunner, like I said, as an example for most of this, because it's got two different versions. They've got the Steam version of SnowRunner, and they've got the Epic version of SnowRunner. When you click that play on whichever version, it's going to take you to the Steam or the Epic, depending on which one you clicked or which one you tapped, or however you're doing it. When you're at least when you're in the browser and stuff like that. So click play, and it's going to take you to the login, and you're going to log into your account either through Steam or Epic, and then it's going to launch the game. So if you don't own the game, it's not going to launch, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much that. If you have this, you see this little plus icon here, that just adds it to your library, which you can go over to the My Games section. And once that pops up there, you will see that all the games that you've clicked that little plus icon are all going to pop up here. Like I said, you can search for it or look through their library and stuff like that. But one of the things that they did add recently, this was a little while ago, it was still recent enough. If you link your Steam account to Boosteroid, you can it'll automatically look through your library of games, pull all the games that Boosteroid supports, and puts it all into your games library. So that is a pretty cool neat little feature there as well. Alright, then there's also a few things to mention just real quick here. On some of these games, you're going to notice, like when you click on when you're looking at a very specific game, you see this here. You're going to notice that it says cloud saves. That's one of the things there. So just like if you were on your computer playing that game, when you exit the game is going to then save to the cloud either through Steam or Epic's cloud service, and it'll be saved to their servers, that save. So this is very, very important, because Boosteroid, that's how it gets your save for those games, is it pulls it from that. It has they have access to the cloud servers on Steam and Epic, so they pull your save and then that loads it up onto the computer that you're playing, and then you can continue to play your game, whether you're no matter what. So that's pretty much how that works. But you might come across this. This is one of the things, is games like Dyson Sphere Program. You're going to notice this is in yellow. So this says local saves, and basically your progress is saved with the Boosteroid servers, because before it can't pull a game. It can't pull a game save that isn't saved to the cloud, and the developers of Dyson Sphere Program did not include that in their game to have the cloud saves. So you basically, if you go to play this on Boosteroid, you're going to have to start a new game. But if you do start that brand new game and you save, it's going to save to Boosteroid servers instead, and then you can then it'll pull that save from there. So, which is a really cool little thing. They didn't have to add that, and they did. So, really nice for these specific types of games. It's very few and far in between. You may not ever run into this ever at all, or very rare, but that's pretty much how that is. So that's basically the explanation of that. So one other thing too is the reason that Boosteroid has to pull from those cloud saves is because Boosteroid does not have access to your personal computer and your files. So that basically means that they can only pull from the internet, from the cloud, of that stuff that gets uploaded. So this also means that mods and third-party software not supported. Games like Satisfactory has a Satisfactory mod manager. That's a third-party software in order to run mods, and they don't allow that. So they just want you to play the game as intended. However, there are a few exceptions to the rule. One of them is Steam Workshop. I don't know how Epic does it, how the Epic Store does it, but Steam, you've got the Steam Workshop, and a lot of the time you'll go to play a game on a PC that you don't normally play on. The Steam's going to recognize that the mods that you had downloaded for that game, for that save, are not there, and then you can go and retrieve those, or it'll automatically do it for you in those cases. So that's a whole nother thing. The other thing that is kind of exception to the rule is games like SnowRunner here. SnowRunner has a built-in mod manager, and you're connected to the internet, so you just get your mods for your save that way. But that's kind of the only exceptions to that rule. Most games require you to either manually install mods or go through a mod manager, like I mentioned, and that stuff is not supported. So you don't have access to the computer you're playing on, only the access of the game itself. So the game and the store that you're accessing, of course. All right, so that's pretty much explains that. There is one more thing I would like to mention as well before we move on, is they do have a network speed tester here. Basically, what it does is it just tests your network versus your closest server that you can connect to, that Boosteroid owns, and this will just test your network connection versus their server, and it'll basically give you an idea, kind of like a buyer's information type deal. Before you go and get a subscription, to see if your internet connection is going to be able to do it, and Boosteroid will give you they'll give you a few tips and stuff to improve your connection if it's kind of poor or whatnot, or give you the green light, that kind of thing. So really cool that. If you're ever having any kind of issues with Boosteroid, you got questions of any sort, or you want to report bugs or kind of anything like that, there's a few different things you can do that. You can also recommend games as well during certain ones, but you can click this little question mark here, which is going to basically pull up a new tab if you're on a browser or whatever, and however the different applications and stuff do it. But basically, this is the help center, so you can type in a question up here, and that will then link you to a few different articles, or you could just click through and try to find what you're looking for as well. And they just general tips and all kinds of other cool stuff. So just a general help. Now, if you do have a subscription to Boosteroid, you can use this little pop-out tab here. I don't know if this might be just on the PC, but yeah, you can click this little pop-out tab here. You follow the on-screen instructions of this little side window that pulls out, and basically they verify your account that you have a subscription, and then you can then use that as a means of getting help, because it's a live chat service agent. So you can get help through there, or you can request games through there, all kinds of stuff. They have a few different things, like calling into a call center, just much easier and much faster. So, and you're connected to a live person pretty darn quickly, except for you're not talking to them, you're typing to them. But yeah, and it's a pretty awesome option. They can also see live data. They have access to the PC you're connected to if you're having issues with a certain game or whatever, and they can help you with that too. So that's one of the other ways to get help. And then as well. So, and if you are not aware, they do have a Discord channel where you'll find my videos and others as well of the partnership program, uploading videos, informational videos, gameplay videos like I do, all kinds of stuff. There's plenty of people on there that are posting videos about Boosteroid, showing off Boosteroid, stuff like that, just like the video you're watching now, and whatnot. And you can see how Boosteroid performs on different games and whatnot, and compared to other services out there, and all kinds of cool stuff. So you can definitely all find that over on the YouTube channel. There on the Discord or the YouTube. Yeah, it's the YouTube text channel. So there you go. Okay then, so moving on over to pricing. This is pretty much the pricing section of Boosteroid. And the last little section a bit of this ad, of course. And whatnot. So basically, if you don't know what this little symbol is, this is a euro symbol. They deal in euros because their main headquarters for Boosteroid is based out of Ukraine, so they use euros over there. This is 9.89 euros per month, and then you can click the 12-month option, and then you've also got the 89.89, which is a yearly payment. So both of these are one-time payments. You pay a month or you pay a year. There is no difference between these two options, as you can see here. You get the basic VM, which is a virtual machine. You get up to 1080p for the streaming quality, depending on your internet connection as well. If you have a poor internet connection, you may not get that 1080p. But yeah, if you have a decent enough internet connection, you're going to get that. And then up to the 60 FPS for that stream. So if you are just starting out and you're not really sure to what to expect, I would recommend the 1 month option. Just to kind of test it out, just in case things don't work out, that kind of stuff. It's not the, huge thing, but I would definitely recommend the 1 month. But if you're comfortable with it and whatnot, and then maybe I move on to the 12 months. So for a rough translation, this is roughly $10.80 US. And this one for rough translation is just under $100. So, and that's pretty much that. And like I said, that's what these are just your options here. The other option they don't list, which I wish they would, is that Boosteroid has an edge over their competition. They offer limitless game session time, so you can play your games for 5 minutes or 5 hours. They don't care. Just as long as you are playing the game, they'll let you play for as long as you want, which is good for us content creators. So this option over here, I'm not addressing it because it's not available, but yeah, can't wait for that. You get the high-end virtual machine plus the ray tracing, and then you get up to 4K, and then basically unlimited FPS. So really cool there, but this one's pretty good too. And for most phones, this one will do you more than good, because most phones, got the tiny screen, and if you're doing 1080p, that looks like a freaking 4K television in your hand. That's my opinion. But if you do have a discount code or discount coupon code, or you have a subscription, you can enter those down here. Now, the way the discounts work, if you do have that discount code, you enter it down here and click the apply, and then that'll apply that to the option, the appropriate option with the appropriate discount, and then you go and purchase it. So that's pretty much how that works as well. Alright then, and I'm pretty sure people ask, what do you get paid to promote Boosteroid and stuff like that, and the quick answer is I don't get paid. So yeah, for Boosteroid, I do not get paid for that. The thing I get out of it by promoting Boosteroid on my channel is Boosteroid promotes my channel on their Discord. So I'm very thankful for that, and in exchange, I promote their service. So that's pretty much the long and short of the whole partnership. So pretty cool, and you're not seeing any of the other ones or any other companies coming to me on my small channel. So very awesome, and thank you to Boosteroid for allowing me to be part of the partnership program. All right, let's get back to the game. Alrighty then. Wasn't that fun? Okay. So let's get this going here. So, where were we at last time? So, if memory serves, I have been gone for a while, but if memory serves, we were building a power station, a fuel power station, up over here. So, let's go do that. Yes, let's do it. I was, while you guys were watching that, I was transferring materials back and forth in between there, so you know how it goes. Just, I completely forgot as well as I was sick there for a while. If you were if you remember, I did not post a video last weekend. I did not post a video all of last week either. All of this last week. This is because I was sick. I was sick with I think it was a stomach flu or stomach virus or something like that. And it was really bad. I mean, I don't get sick very often, but when I do it's usually pretty bad. I don't wish that, what I experienced last week, I do not wish that on my worst enemy. That was miserable. What was the worst? It was probably the stomach cramps and stuff like that, and especially afterwards too. Now I was only sick for about 4 days fully, but then even as I got over it, I still, like, I even had trouble talking and stuff like that. I still kind of have trouble talking, you know, getting back into the groove of all this and stuff like that. I've been gone for a week, not intentionally, of course. And yeah, there was no time to, for being sick and all that, there was no time to play this game and let it run and build stuff. Ow, my knees. And whatnot. So, but I did transfer all the materials over here, and I had just done that today, so that's fun. So, how are we going to build this power station? It is going to be very interesting. I was thinking about having 2 sets of buildings, one on either side, basically 2 rows of buildings, to kind of put the stuff into. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be building fuel generators, which take rubber, it takes wire, it takes motors and heavy modular frames and computers, which we all built by hand last time, just so that we could do this. Now I can't remember exactly how many fuel generators it was, so we're going to have to work that out again. Because we need to figure out how much fuel we can actually make, and then that tells us how many fuel generators we can run, because they're all going to be overclocked. So we need to know exactly how much fuel we can actually make out of this. So yeah, I'm going to go do some calculations, and we will be right back with you. Alright, I have done my calculations. Okay, so here's what we are going to need. We are going to need 900 oil coming up this way, and it's going to be going into refineries. And those refineries are going to produce plastic and rubber for us, as well as the heavy oil. And then the heavy oil is then going to be turned into fuel from there. Okay, so done some more calculations and stuff like that. There's a lot of calculations in this game. We're not going to be doing plastic and rubber here. I completely forgot that's not going to work. Because if we want to do plastic and rubber in the same spot, we're going to need more oil than what we have available to turn into fuel. Now, it's a good recipe, but here's the problem. The problem with it is the fuel needs... let's see, what was it? It needed 650, or 600, sorry. It needed 600 meters cubed, or whatever it is, per minute. 600 per minute fuel, or 600 per minute heavy oil residue, which comes from the plastic and rubber. And rubber is the only one that would do it with the 900 fuel that we, or the 900 crude oil that we have available to us. Because we have 2 impure nodes and 2 normal nodes here, which add up to, with fully overclocked, adds up to 900, and that's it. So we're going to turn that straight into fuel, which allows us to produce more fuel, and then we can put the refineries down. We need 15 of those refineries, and that will allow us to then build up on those other things. So we just need to figure out the layout of this as well. I'm just trying to think what would be the best way of doing this, because we're not going to be picking up oil from here like we did last time. If you guys remember, when I did Season 4, if you have not seen Season 4, definitely recommend going watching it, although you will be there forever because it took over a year to make that series. But yeah, and we had oil being picked up here in this spot for our refineries and stuff like that. So it was quite fun. So this is just going to be your box standard kind of um, refinery, I guess you could say. Just takes crude oil straight into fuel, and that's it. That's as far as we go with it. Of course, we will need some sinks in order to um, sink the polymer resin we're going to be getting from it, but that is okay. We will make it walk. Production. So we need to start out with our refineries here. Refineries, we're going to need steel pipe, we're going to need motors, we're going to need copper sheets, and we're going to need encased industrial beams. Also, forgive me too. I'm still getting back into the swing of things after being sick for a week, and it just was not fun. That was not a fun time, and I'm still kind of feeling the effects of it a little bit. I guess just like grogginess, and my body's just exhausted from all that. Especially because I got very. I mean, I don't get a full night's sleep to begin with, but when I'm sick like that, it's even worse. But anyway, so we're gonna have our refineries, and like I said, we have 15 here. We have 15 there. Okay, it's already on the list. 15 refineries. Okay, I guess we had decided last time as well that it wasn't going to be enough. That we just didn't have enough oil here, and we're going to produce oil and plastic. Sorry, we're going to produce rubber and plastic somewhere else. So I'm going to give 2 foundation spaces worth, and then we're going to put a building here. Okay, let's do some coloring. Just real quick so we can find the center of this. I don't know if I centered it off of 2 or if I centered it off of 1 foundation. So I guess we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I centered it off of 2. Alright, concrete structure. So that's 12 foundations then, and we have 15 refineries to place. So how are we going to do that? Because I would like to separate them out, kind of give them their own little areas and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Well, you know, this is the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. And then concrete structure. So 1, 2. Then yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. That'll work there. So this basically is just to tell me, hey, this is the center of this entire thing. So I'm going to go, I don't know, roughly here-ish for right now. Actually, I might paint it all the way down. Yeah, we'll paint it all the way down. And whatnot. That way we can, whatchamacallit? Well, we can know the center all the way to the end. Because like I said, I want at least 2 foundation worth of space on all sides. So basically we're just going to kind of box this in here. And then it'll tell us exactly where we can put all of our stuff. But yeah, instead of producing, because before, with the plastic, or with the rubber, we would have been able to produce 400 fuel per minute. That would have been our limitation for the oil that we have in this spot. So basically what had happened is then we turned it just do crude oil straight into fuel, and that gives us 600 fuel per minute. So that's a decent amount more to work with. So, and then once we get to that point, we'll calculate out for the for the how many fuel generators we can actually have, and this will vastly improve our power network and how much power we're actually producing, and then we can get off those biomass burners forever, because this is going to vastly expand that. So, but yeah, like I said, so I'm going to put these into rows actually. So how's the fuel going to come in, and how are we going to get the fuel? I've done this before, and I have an idea of how I want to do it. I just need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. We could put the refineries this way, but we need 15 of them, which causes a problem. We could put the 15th one at the end here, and then we put one here, and then we put 7 either side, and make this into one building, and that would kind of satisfy it, I suppose. That could work. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But we can go this way, and then have 2 rows of them. The only problem is we're gonna have a lot of pipes underneath. Either way we go. So, and then I want to put at least a 2 foundation space in between each. We've got so much space up here, and I can expand forever, so it really doesn't matter. The only problems we're gonna have is this overhang right here. We're gonna have a little bit of an arch into our building. Nothing we can really do about that. Can't get rid of it. So, yeah, I actually like that. So what we're gonna do then is put our refineries down. Alrighty, took some doing and took some thinking and stuff like that, and the entire night of the game, but here is my arrangement. So, basically, I need 600 fuel per minute, producing straight from residual oil. So we're going to have to build a plastic and rubber factory as well somewhere else. But this is the best, this is the best thing for it. So, normally this pumps out 60 per minute. Or, sorry, it takes 60 per minute and pumps out 40 per minute. And then I did some experimentation with some overclocking and found out that one overclock does 60. We need 600 per minute, so then that gives us an even number of 10. So if we overclock each one by 1 overclocking core, then we get our 600 as well. So, and if you calculate it, that's 90 per machine of crude oil that we need. We can produce 900, so this is going to be exact as well. So that's going to be interesting. I might slightly underclock these, say like produce 59 or something like that, and then we'll just we'll put our fuel generators down, but then one of them I'll like underclock it or something slightly. It's because the reason I'm doing that is because the fuel in this game is not exact. So that is the major problem with it, is it is not exact as far as the liquid is not exact in the pipes and stuff like that. So what we might have to do is might have to go in and say we'll produce, oh come on, bring this up. Give me this. 150. That's not what I wanted. Ah. There we go. So we produce like 59. Then it requires, 50. It puts out 59 fuel per minute. We could try 60, but I guarantee we're not gonna make it. Yeah, we're just not gonna make it. Well, we'll try it. We'll see if maybe it's a multiplayer thing. We'll try 60 and see if the single player does better. But anyway, we got that set, so then we can Control C, and then we can just go along to each building and hit Control V, and it'll automatically set that for us. No matter which percentage we set that at, it would have set it for us, so that would have been good. And you can see it live there. Going into the machine, Control V sets it. Or you can just Control V like that, and that will work. But yeah, that'll produce the fuel. The only problem I see with this whole entire system is getting it powered. As soon as we try to hook up this to power, what's going to end up happening is it's going to automatically shut down our entire power system, because our entire power grid cannot support what we're trying to do. So it is going to be interesting. The one thing that we will be doing is, so these things, they all they need is crude oil coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put up, we're not going to put up any fuel, any oil storage, because that's going to be below. That's going to be our logistics. Up here is going to be clean, for the most part. I think the fuel pipes, we're not going to go down below the floor, but the residual oil will go down below the floor, or we could have just the stuff coming in. Well, let's see, I kind of want to have fuel buffers, and we're not going to have room for them up top, so the fuel will go down and then spring back up. We'll have to have pumps, though. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. So pump it directly underground, and then go into like a buffer underneath the machine. That's going to be interesting, because the pipe would have to run. I'm just trying to picture it. Sorry, I'm just trying to picture it. But yeah, if we're going to have oil and fuel underneath, then we're gonna need buffer. If we use buffers for those, that will help out with the fuel not being completely full, and we'll try pumping it. To keep the pressure up to max. We do got the Mark II pipes and pumps, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, which is what I'm going to be using. So let's see here. I'm just trying to think what would be the best way of doing that. Because the other thing we got to keep in mind is we got to keep well, would we? I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for this playthrough yet. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do floor holes for now, and we'll figure it out. Why is this in yellow? Also, you hear the power? Oh, that's why it's in yellow. Oh. Well then. Okay. Well, looks like we are going to be putting oil buffers. You know what? Let's put little oil buffers up here. To push us past the legs there. You know, kind of like we did with the coal generator. Yeah, so basically... Oh, I need modular frames. Oh, all the modular frames, I don't have them here, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Looks like we're going to be heading back. The cool thing is I don't have to climb the tower in order to get on the power line. I can just push right-click, or click right-click. And then once the autosave kicks in, because it lags, there we go. No? Uh-oh. Okay. I should have sprint jumped. That was my fault. Was not close enough. I did make myself, I did make my life a little bit easier recently too, when it comes to certain things, so you guys will probably notice it next episode. But yeah, I finally went through with it and made a video introducing Boosteroid and all that stuff, and I put it together and whatnot, and got it to, I mean, it's not perfect, but then I don't have to do it on the fly anymore, so. grab that stack. Yeah, I completely forgot that we are out of... Is this almost full? This is almost full. We're going to let this go, and it'll fill up. It'll finish filling up, and then we don't have to worry about it taking our frames anymore. But yeah, like I said, I did make myself my life a little bit easier recently. So the last couple days, the last 2 days, I have not been sick, but I was kind of just too sick to really make a video, really. So I kind of, to make a video, I meant to actually go and record and put all the energy and stuff like that that I normally do to put a video. I still don't have the energy to really do this, but I'm getting there. Getting back to normal, some kind of normalcy anyway. But anyway, I did make a video for the Boosteroid ad that's going to be the same each time and whatnot. And the only thing I'm going to do is going to just swap out audio every time we change games because I recorded it with the Satisfactory Absolute Fix-It tape, since that's not copyrighted on YouTube. Well, copyrighted. It's not. They allow it to be on YouTube, so yeah, kind of did that. It was quite fun to make. Definitely going to be doing more stuff like that in the future. I'm starting to get used to a little bit more video editing and stuff like that, so hopefully I will get better over time. But yeah, we're gonna store our oil in here, in these little things, and then we're gonna have a wall right here, so that'll be interesting. And then hopefully that should push us back. Yes, puts it behind the leg. Good. Let's see. That's gonna be logistics. So then floor hole. It's gonna be right there. Yeah. I don't have any plastic on me at the moment. I'm gonna go grab some. I think I put all my plastic in here, didn't I? I did not. Luckily, we have a plant making plastic and rubber at the moment for us. I did put a ladder down here. I'm not gonna jump that. No, grab onto the ladder. Idiot. I did not grab onto the ladder. Ugh. I'm gonna drain these anyway. So we can keep making plastic and rubber. Full pipe network. Full pipe network. Yeah, this one's the plastic. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That should be more than enough for now. Oops. Okay. I tell you that I'm definitely enjoying this still. And I'm kind of conflicted, right? Oh, jeez. There's a lag there. That's also conflicted. I'm kind of conflicted between waiting for 1.0 to come out and making another Satisfactory series. So I've been really wanting to play this game, especially since I've been not being able to play anything for the last week. You know, just kind of hanging out and not being able to do a whole lot. It's been kind of annoying, I will say, recently. And I've been wanting to play Satisfactory more and more and stuff like that, so it's one of them things. I don't know if I'm going to start a new series, but if I do play Satisfactory, I think I will play if his dedicated server is still up. I will definitely hop back on there and start playing again. Okay. So that's going to be the oil. Did we put the pipe in between? We have not. I like that you can put them this close and it works. So this is going to be the oil buffers then. We're going to have more buffers below, but they're going to be in a more controlled space rather than being underneath each machine. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to then we're going to try and keep this clean as well. And we're going to go directly outwards. To then go straight down. So that'll go straight down there, and there's nothing in the way here, right? No. Okay. So that'll go straight down there. Into that pipe. And then we'll do that to all the machines. Okay. And that should be just about it. Oh. Thought that was just about it. Sometimes you get a little bit of tunnel vision playing this game, especially when it's lagging constantly. Oh my gosh, that latency! 400. My internet's not great. Every now and again, I'll get pulls like that, especially on the weekends. That's where you get the most pull when it comes to the internet. Because everybody's home, you know, pretty much. And everybody's using the same ISP that you're using, so because the other one sucks. Not gonna name names, but yeah, that's just how it is. Okay, so now we gotta paint. Ooh, uh-oh. And there she goes. Goodbye. Oh, we're back. Ah. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we're starting to have some internet issues. Okay. Alright, so I need to figure out my fuel situation here. Do I have like a cautionary yellow? No, I do not. Okay, hold on. We need that, you know that the cautionary yellow that you see on the roads and stuff like that for like the double lines. That's the kind of yellow I'm after. So we're looking for, let me go find that. I always like to have like the color codes and stuff. It's really cool. Alright, got it. So then we go into Q, or not Q, X. So the color we're looking for, apparently, uh-oh, yeah, 69, 69, 69, nice, nice, nice. That was on accident, okay. Now I forgot the color code. Now that I'm here, I think it was F. We gotta get the capitals right here. So F. Really, capitals letters don't work here? What the heck? I have my caps locked on and everything. It's not working. Okay. F7B. F7B. Was it 900? I think that was it. Let me look. Okay, that's what it was. F7B 500, not 900 there. Yeah, the 900 gave it more yellow. That's what I want. And we're going to save it. I like that you can put in color codes. As long as you got the hex code, you're good. And you can look those up on Google very easily. That's what I do. So we're going to put in... What the heck is happening here? Why is it reversed? Yeah, if I have my caps lock, that's weird. Alright, that ought to do it. Traffic yellow. That's what they call it. They call it traffic yellow color code, so... Okay. But then... What's my other presets? I do have black, okay. So we'll put in the traffic yellow. Thought I clicked that. Oh, it's got that bug. Dang it. Hold on. Gotta select this one. There we go. And of course we're gonna go with black. Because it's gonna be oil. Oh, it's got a traffic yellow. Yeah, look at that. Of course the pipelines are gonna be black. So basically, I'm color coding this specifically because that I'm turning because I need to color code underneath specifically, and I like all my pipes to be colored to what they're carrying in them usually. The only one that I don't color to what's inside of it is the nitrogen gas. I usually color that green because nitrogen gas usually, at least to the color code, is usually either yellow or green or something like that. I can't remember what they exactly said, but that's just me specifically. Plus, color coding pipes does make it easy to look at it and go, okay, I know oil is flowing through that pipe. So if I delete that, I know it's oil. I know it's inside of there. And then I can just, or if I'm having problems with like oil or fuel or water or whatever, I can just look at it and go, okay, water. We're having problems with water, so let's check out the water pipes. Especially when you have multiple pipes in one factory, you know. Definitely want to get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to be turning oil into fuel. So I kind of want to paint them like this, but at the same time, I want to paint them the opposite way. So if we actually swap these to traffic yellow, it's bugged. Dang it, I hate this color bug. It's infuriating. So we like do that. Yeah, so now we know that these are making fuel. I mean, it's not exactly the orange, but it works. And I like to color the refineries especially, because sometimes you'll have like 3 sets of refineries. So yeah, and then we'll color these just like that, so we know fuel is coming out of these. If I can color the damn thing. The only problem with the floor holes, is the floor holes will default black when you load the game. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Of course, I can kind of work it out anyway, but... Alright, cool. So that will work there. So now we gotta go underneath. I need to figure out a way to get underneath there. We're gonna have to make a... we're definitely gonna have to make a staircase, so we'll go with it here. Because the building is gonna be like this anyway. The staircase, however, we'll start with the staircase on this side so that we can have like walkways and things around specifically. It's hard to explain. Oh, we don't. Oh, okay, yeah, we do. I was like, well, wait a minute, we don't have those? Okay, so, all right. So what I want to do is I want this, because I'm thinking about it. How are you going to enter and exit this area? So we're going to put one there, just like that. So, and then this one is going to be specifically this, because there's going to be a wall there. Or is there? Wait a minute. Is there going to be a wall here? No, we probably want the wall. So should we do the staircase? That's going to be interesting. Because the staircase needs to be a full foundation. Yeah, I didn't think about that when I was setting this up. We could do the staircase on the end. Yeah, we'll just have to. That's gonna be the only... That's the only solution I see. Okay, so then you enter... How did we have it? You enter in this way. And then we have a corner. And what we could do is we could put windows. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, we can have like windows. Okay, and then ramp case. Go around. Oh, one more. Ah. Okay, so we're half a foundation off. Then. Okay, I know what to do. So this is how you fix this issue here. So it's not a full staircase, it's a half staircase, so how do you... So how are we gonna fix that? I'm just trying to think. What would be the best way? We could do a bridge. Like a half... Well, it'd be... Oh, we can't budge that because it's... Or we can't nudge that because of snapping. Ah! Which is annoying, honestly. Can we get up here? No, we cannot. Oh, maybe we can. We hop on this little railing here. There we go. So this is basically what we do. And then oops. That is not what I wanted. Guess it'd be like that. It'd be a little weird. It's kind of annoying, actually, because it's 2 meters. The way it is it's 2 meters too high or too low, depending. So basically, we need to sink it. We need to sink it 2 meters, and then do a. Is there a way we can do that? There's got to be, right? There's got to be a way we could sink this down. So then, basically what you would do is you would ramp this downwards those 2 meters. In order to make that work. Or we drop this down, we drop the whole floor down 2 meters. It'd be a pain in the butt and take a while, but it would work. It would work. So here's how we do that. And then we basically we just go along and delete. Just trying to think. Yeah, this that'd be the best way, honestly. And then we could fix the staircase, and then because we're gonna have a train down here anyway, so yeah, we'll make it work. Alrighty then, that didn't take forever at all. So I spent a little bit of time. I actually lowered this down even further because I was thinking about putting a train station in here. I don't know if it'll be tall enough. We'll see. We'll see. But I did get the walkway down all the way, and now it's at level. I actually had to rebuild this twice because I screwed up the first one where I placed it. It was 1 meter off, and I ended up building the entire thing and then deleting it. So we do have this kind of sticking through here, but that's okay. It's okay. It'll work. But yeah, see, we got our little connections that we made up there. Oh, and also I got this going all the way down. Don't worry, there's going to be walls on this and stuff like that, so Don't worry, it's not going to be just this specifically. And then you can go all the way down now with this as well. So, and I got it connected to the platform down there. And I've been emptying out them tanks and stuff like that too. So, should be interesting. But anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do. We're gonna do oil tanks and fuel tanks for this specifically. These ones, I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing specifically for fuel storage. Because if we have a train, that means we can't have our staircase here. I don't know. I think maybe the train will be at the very bottom. Yeah, I think maybe the train will be at the very bottom of the platform. And then, you know, just to bring in more oil later on, we may end up expanding this fuel station, but this power station for fuel generation. But we do have enough fuel for this, or enough oil and stuff for this. So, yeah, well, the train come in at the bottom. Be on its own like platform down there and stuff like that. So that means we'll have to move this this walkway here, which I built. I even had to go back and get more iron plates and iron rods just to finish it. But yeah, anyway. So it looks like these are all in the same spot. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to do the oil. I think I might stuff the oil tank in here. The fuel tanks aren't going to be bad. I don't necessarily think they will be. I'm just trying to think, how can we do that? Because if we have the, well, then that one's going to stick in the wall. So the only places we could put them are like here, ish. We could have two stacked on top of each other, like one for fuel, one for oil, like the oil coming in. But again, the problem is the legs, right? So where are we gonna put the tanks where the legs are? Because my plan is to have one of these serving so many, right? So many fuel generators. I guess what we could do is we could try building a fuel generator, see how much room we have. Plus, I haven't done the calculations for that specifically yet, but... Okay. Would they be able to fit two of them here? No, because we need room in between to walk. Need like a walkway and stuff, but anyway. Okay, so we're gonna need these. Oh. There we go. And some of them. Oh! As soon as I walked off of it, I immediately, my heart just sank. Wait, Okay, so let's give this a shot, right? So we have our fuel generator. I'm gonna put a 2-space, I think, just to have some separation, because I want a like an alley walkway type deal there. And then the fuel generators are gonna be. So we're gonna need a space of 3 then. So power, fuel generator. So we're going to probably center it on a foundation. Like this. I don't know if it's going to be specifically like this, but how much room do we have? We have a decent amount of room right here. We could potentially put these back like this, to be on the half foundation section. But how much room do we have to put storage? Like, because I want to do a big storage tank of fuel for the power. Just because of the way it looked, or the way it'll look. Nah, see, there's not enough room. It's like we can have this here and have a foundational space like that. And then we move the... Yeah, and then the generator will be like half a space away. So then basically we'd do that. Okay, so how much fuel does one of these take? Oh, they don't tell you. I'll have to look that up. Because I want to fully overclock them to put as little of these down as possible, but enough of these that'll take up all the fuel we're generating. Okay, so the way we calculate this is each one of these fuel generators at fully overclocked takes 30 fuel per minute, I think. Okay, according to Satisfactory calculator, it takes 30 fuel per minute, and we're producing 600, so we need to do 600, we'll divide that by 30. That's 20 fuel generators. Okay, so we need to fit 20 fuel generators on here. We can expand off to the... So if we're looking west, that's going to be south. So off to the south. Okay. Yeah. So I need to fit 10 either side. So let's see how many we can fit doing this way. Okay, so that's not good. That is 6 right there. And we need 10, so we need enough space for 4 more. We could calculate that now that we have them down. We know exactly how much space they're going to take up. So if we count this from here, there's 2, 3, and 4. So that's 12 foundations for 4, plus 2 more. So it's 14 foundations. 14 foundations. The only problem is I need to work that in for the legs as well. But like I said, we got room. Oh, jeez. There's a bit of lag there. We got room to expand. Can we jump? Is there any way we can... yeah. Ouch. We're going to need a ton more concrete. But yeah, we need 14 more foundations from where we're at. So, let's try and work that out here. There's 10. Oh, are we going to run into this cliff here? Or no, this isn't the top floor, so... Okay, this isn't the top floor, and we could work it into where this... we might be able to work it into where this area right here could connect up to the road. That'd be kind of cool. It's going to be a very long thing. And if we have to... I mean, I guess I haven't worked in the network yet, so if we have to absolutely expand out the other way too, we can. That's just going to take more time. Yeah, it looks like I worked it into where that works out perfectly. I just need to work out... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 foundations and then a leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a leg. So that's going to be It's like this, isn't it? So there's our leg. Yep, that's 6. And then this is a half foundation. So it's like that. Only problem is seeing. Yeah, that's how we did it. Okay. Oh, that needs rotated. Okay. And then another 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this gonna work out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This just might work out. We'll have to see. I'm going to try to build like a basic bone structure of it, and then we'll see exactly. Okay. And then how many was it to the edge? I think it's 3 foundations. Well, it's 2.5. No, it's 1. It's 1.5. Okay. It's 1.5 to the edge. Oh my gosh, did that work out? I think that. Oops. I think that worked out. The only problem is we're going to be contending with this. We're going to be contending with this right here when it comes to the second walkway. But with this cliffside, we're going to be ramming into that thing really hard. I suppose we could work out. We can work it out, but yeah, there's just no way. The only other thing we could do, no, we can't even expand one leg. Because if we expand, let's say we expand one leg here, and then we zoop that over. I need more concrete. Damn it. Damn it, I need more concrete. Well, I'll leave the legs there. And then you know exactly where to put them. I just want to see if this will run into this cliff if we only expand it one more leg. Oh, okay. Okay, if we expand it one more leg this way, that would have been cool to hook that up. Actually, I got it. We don't expand the floor anymore here except for the ramp going up. Oh, then it would have been cool to put a train through here. Okay, we could still do the train idea on the secondary floor. I think that would work much better anyway. The only problem is, how do we get the train... How would we get the train over here? Like, it would... Because we're going to be pulling oil... Where's the oil? Where's all the oil nodes? Now, the only other closest oil node that I know of... Can we scan for oil? Let's see. Wait for it to ping some. So those are the oil nodes we're taking over. Okay, there is oil over here. And it tells me those are normal and pure. Alright, can we... So alt-click, alt-right-click, alt-left-click, right-click, alt-click. Which way is that? So that's that way. Where is that oil? Oh, I think I know where it is. Oh. Okay, that won't work because I don't know how to run train line through there. Okay, so we can still make this idea work, but we do have to stop the cliff there on the second floor, which is fine. It's just that it's the top floor that doesn't need to run into anything. Alright, so we need more concrete, and then we need to expand this out. Like I said, I'm going to make a structure framework for this. And then we'll see what it looks like. Like I said, I'm just going to structurize it, and if we have any issues, then we'll expand. Because we're still clear here. We can still do this, and then expand one more leg to the north, if we have to. Which is annoying, but it can be done. That definitely could be done. Like I said, it'd be annoying to do. Yeah, instead of here, the next set of the next leg would probably be roughly here, which would be even more annoying. I wish I had more foundation to test. Which we'll have to go get some more foundation. But yeah, the two things I'm going to do is we'll expand one leg that way, and I'm going to try and expand one leg this way and see what it looks like, because we have more room on this end. We could expand both legs on this end if we wanted to as well, but I want to go one leg that way and one leg this way, and then like I said, we'll see what happens there. That might be the better way to go than expanding all the way that way. And then we'll just have to move the foundries, where is it, foundry? Refinery. We'll have to remove the refineries. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway. Yeah, let me go get some more concrete. We'll give that a test. Alrighty, that didn't take forever at all. So I did get it expanded, and stuff like that as well, which did, like I said, did take me a little while, about 2 hours, I think. It was about maybe an hour and a half. Just kind of pulling numbers out of my ass here, you know how it goes. But yeah, look at this. Look, we got 3 foundations on this side, and I didn't end up expanding over there. I'm going to remove that real quick. I didn't end up expanding this way too far because the bottom floor, or the secondary floor underneath us at the moment, would have ran into this thing. And yeah, we did talk about it could be just not implemented between those two sections. But I ultimately decided, once I started building over this way, just kind of trying it out, that I would just, extend out one section this way too. So I did move these as well. They didn't look like they moved, but yes, they did. They did get moved all the way over here, because this is where I didn't paint anymore. This is where it ended. You can actually see if we delete this. There's the walkway there. So the walkway was like right here before, or the staircase, the ramp case, whatever you call it, was right there. So I went ahead and moved it here, and this one we've got a foundation space on the other side of it now. So 3 foundation spaces on this side. Of course, it's going to encompass the wall here. We're going to run the wall all the way here, and then run the wall all the way around, roughly, to here. And then we're going to run the wall here, along here. So there'll basically be a nice bit of walkway all the way around, essentially, but not all the way to the edge of the foundation that we're sitting upon, so there will be a space. And yeah, it will encompass this section too. But yeah, I did get this all painted. I got all the pipelines hooked up to the floor at the very least. So yeah, I am going to have to go and chop down some more trees and stuff, because we are out of, what do you call it? We are out of the solid biofuel. Or sorry, the the biofuel logs or whatever. Yeah, the solid biofuel. We're out of that completely, and we're also out of power completely as well, I believe. I believe we're out of power. No, we're not quite out of power yet, but we're about to be, because it's taking me so long to do this. So I'm going to have to go collect more of that in between each episode. I'll make sure to do that after I finish recording here as well. So it won't be too much, but I think I am going to go ahead and leave it here because we are at getting close to the end of our recording here, the recording time. And I think this is an okay spot to stop. We got the machines in place. We know where to pipe things. Underneath here, there will be a train station. I don't know if this staircase is staying here, but as you can see the pipelines and stuff like that, and all the storage is going to be underneath here as well. The train is going to be interesting. I still have yet to decide on what I'm doing with that. So, but yeah, all these are going to be hooked up and stuff like that. So there is all 20 generators. I didn't overclock them yet, but we can do that another time. And stuff like that, and I've kind of left these machines off just because they take up so much power and stuff like that. So anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Just as a quick little reminder before you go, that should you wish to purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, the gaming service that the cloud gaming service that we use to play this game today. If you wish to get a subscription to that, there is a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you, because you do help out the channel. But anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.